Hey guys, Darren here. Welcome to Mayhem Country Living. We are in the greenhouse, or the baby high tunnel. Maybe that would be a low tunnel. I don't know. Anyway, and we're sitting out here. I'm doing some work, cleaning up some stuff. I still hadn't done an official video on it yet because I am just been so busy and in the process of getting everything moved. I apologize. I hadn't done a whole lot of videos. I've been really doing a lot of stuff. Life has been happening. Sometimes life just happens. Speaking of things happening, I would appreciate if you would happen to hit that like and subscribe button, because that would really help us out a lot. I will show you sweet potatoes. I've already pulled up one bucket of sweet potatoes. We got about 15 pounds. I think I did a video and showed it. We're actually going to have sweet potatoes for dinner tonight. Pulled them up, washed them off, cleaned them good, let them dry out for a bit. And then I began playing with rooting sweet potato vines. Danny at Deep South Homestead had mentioned that you could do it, and they did it as kids growing up. You cut you like a 18-inch long slip or piece, push it in the ground, and going down the rows. And I'll be dog, it does work. I did this. That is my basil plant that I just trimmed and brought in here, and it is very mad because I took all of the florets off of it. But these things are doing good. These are some, this one I've already pulled up, and I'm getting ready to put some more sweet potatoes in here and here, plant these. These are Beauregards. These are like the traditional orange, and I'm gonna throw these sweet potato vines out to the chickens. You can eat sweet potato leaves, by the way. They're not a member of the potato family. Potatoes are nightshades. You eat their leaves or eat them when they're green. You wake up and talk to Jesus, because they will kill you dead. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut some slips or some vines off of these up here, which are more Beauregards, and we're going to do it. Sweet potatoes are just too easy to grow. One of the things I'm going to do probably before the end of the year, I'll have to see if I can't find good seed potato. 10 pounds of potatoes from Sam's are $16 now here in Alabama, central Alabama, at Sam's wholesale. They're a little bit more. They're like 90 cents or $1 more at regular Walmart. Holy cow for the price of potatoes. I don't eat a lot of potatoes, but potatoes are a good staple. And so one thing we're going to do before we get some cold weather, I'm going to build a bed in here, and we're going to start growing potatoes. I'm going to try to do it year round. It's pretty temperate here. It is a balmy 110 degrees. Well, I'm sorry, 108 in the greenhouse. You can see we have reached a high of 130 day before yesterday. This is not a shade cloth. This is a blue tarp I've got put over this thing. And we are still at 108 degrees. You want to sweat and lose weight? You come out here. What have I been transplanting? These are chives. The purpose of this, I'm going to keep this thing growing and going year round in theory. So we are going to use a lot of the herbs and smaller vegetables from here all year round. So that being said, we have basil, we have parsley, chives, onions, this kind of stuff. We have tomatoes. I've taken cuttings from the watermelon tomatoes, which are doing good. Mints. These are all ones that we are going to be eating off of all year long, so you don't have to go to Walmart to buy 5 bell peppers. You can actually go out to the greenhouse and pick them fresh. That is our plan anyway. So that's what we're working on. I'm going to cut some slips, and I'll show you that real quick. Or I keep saying slips. I'm going to cut some vines, and we're going to get them ready to be processed, and then we'll water them in a little bit. And we got to get out of here because it is hot. More to come. Okay, you can see I've cut 3 or 4 pieces Going to trim a little bit of the leaves down off these guys, and I'm going to push them in the ground about 3 or 4 inches. That's it. That's all you do. Each one of these can, oh gosh, yield a lot of potatoes. Like I told you, one plant from its main rooting, I got about 15 pounds of potatoes. These are in containers, so it's a lot easier. Maybe it had a little more fertilizer in it, whatever was put in it. And this is what we're going to do. And if this doesn't work, these things are small enough that with difficulty I can put these down in the basement. So if it won't work out here, I'll just take them downstairs, and it stays a constant 72 degrees down in the basement. So that's what we're going to work on. I'll show you the finished product in just a minute. So there you go. Put more sweet potatoes in here, planted more in there. I just drug another bucket, and I will probably let them grow up there, and we will see how well these are. And while I was actually planting these, you know, you always leave one, so he's just going to go back in the dirt. He's a small little feller, because that is one way of growing them as well. So there we go, and we will wrap this up. More to come. All right, that's it. Not too terribly hard. You get a little dirty, and that is about it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming by. We're about to transition over to doing a lot of different things, because our growing season for spring and summer is about over, and we're gonna flip over into the fall stuff. Try to work on some pumpkins. We've got some growing. It's time to turn our compost piles and add more to it. All kinds of stuff. That'll be another video. Take care of you people, guys.